I thought it would be fun since I'm doing my makeup for TikTok, which is kind of ridiculous within its own right. But, I got a bunch of new makeup for my birthday. I'm legally allowed to drink now, so that's epic and cool. I'm debating whether or not to put this in my life. Maybe. Just maybe. Ooh, this is kind of a mess. It's fine. Anyway, I haven't been able to sleep properly in about a month. But more improperly this past week. And it's made I'm losing my mind slowly. Not so slowly. Kind of quickly, to be honest. So there's that. I have that going for me. I think I might go with gold. Gold might be better. And I could rant about my life. I could rant about how my mental health has been declining. But I think you can get from context clues that my mental health is like... I'm trying so hard to keep paddling, keep it on. But it's very difficult. It's like I'm fighting for my own life constantly, and it's not cool. Let me tell you that. It's not cool. If I could just be very neurotypical, that'd be good. But my family bloodline said alcoholism and anxiety and possibly schizophrenia. So there's that. I used to be one of those little edgy kids. I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. Maybe I didn't even think it was cool. I just thought it was destined, which I guess I kind of had a point, but still weird. Mad weird that you thought that way at the age of 13 or 14. And again, it was kind of romanticized too, like, oh, who has a worse life? And I was like, not me. So let me make my life worse. There's that. So I've been listening to Me and My Husband by Mitski on repeat for about 3 days now. It's not constant, but it is for hours at a time. Let me tell you that. So I know one of the eyes is gonna come out fucked up. Look, I'm just doing this because I can, because I have the tools available to me. Yeah, I worked for these tools, except for the one I'm using right now, because I did get it for my birthday. But I did, for the most part, work for these tools. Mostly, I'm just trying to keep myself sane. I feel like I'm literally giving myself a little bit of, this is what you would do in a mental hospital, so I'm like, okay, epic. Just, chill with your own trauma for a bit. Because I do not want to go to a mental hospital. I would... Don't say that, you'll manifest it. But I would not like to go, is my point. I don't even know if you can hear me. That's fine. But, yeah, so I'm just trying to, this isn't a controlled setting at all, but I'm trying to keep it as controlled as possible. It's very difficult, let me tell you that. I do live with about, not including myself, 5 other people. But mental hospital is worse because there's way more people that have way worse problems. So, I'm not encouraging that behavior to myself. I forgot what color this is. It's like a gold. Would that be too much? Yeah. I might have to blend it out a little bit, but, you know, that's just how the baby rolls. I'm experimenting. You know what my comfort video is? It's a video of Grwn, Danny Gonzalez, and Michaela Long all together, and Danny and Drew are doing Michaela's makeup in a hotel. That video has 1 million views, and at least 20 of those views are mine, because I revisit that video anytime I'm feeling sad, because now I can't revisit Jenna's videos without getting sad, because she has permanently left the internet, so it kind of leaves me with longing. She's not dead. A lot of people are acting like she's dead, but you know, this looks bad, but who cares? People act if you're not on the internet. If you've erased your internet presence, you're fucking dead. Which, to a certain point, I guess they're right in that paranoia, because sometimes it does end up like that. Now I'm thinking about Etika. Fuck. I laughed nervously. My bad. I've literally laughed while I'm having a mental breakdown. This is why I should never date anybody that has any kind of artistic spirit in them, because I know they would romanticize the shit out of that with some kind of song or art piece, and I'm like, no, that's my shit. That's mine. I do that. I think that's why I'm also scared of being in a relationship again, because I'm like, technically I have everything, all the requirements that I set upon myself. I have a driver's license now. I have money in the bank. I saved a lot of my money. I could probably make money again if I wanted to. And I do want to, so I'm gonna try making this online money. So if anybody has a weird ass fetish that they're willing to pay a lot of money for me to do, I'll do it. Unless it's pedophilia or rape, because that's fucked up in any context. Never will become desperate enough for that. But if it's just something that turns you on, I don't fucking care. This came out very experimental. I do kind of look like McDonald's, but that's just, I guess that's the vibe I'm going for now. And then I'm gonna change. I might rip down that cells at work poster, because it ruins the vibe. I might keep up the origami butterflies, because that does not ruin the vibe. Has anybody actually watched Crazy Rich Asians? I just noticed that. Okay, well, I read the book. It's the last real book that I read, and I read it in 2018, I believe. I didn't like the book. I feel like it was way over descriptive about the surroundings, and the characters were all kind of bland. I'll give it that it was written for not me. It was written for the Asian American audience. And I'm white. I'm white. Well, you know, I'm like Catholic white, so just like mostly white. I'm white enough, you know. But yeah, the red needs to be deeper. It needs to be dark. It needs to be maroon. My point is, it wasn't really for me, so it doesn't really matter if I didn't think that if I thought the characters were bland and not that good, because this movie wasn't for me. But also, I kind of wish somebody else had written it, because the writer, writers are artists. The writer, I believe they have connections to very wealthy people, and that's why they were able to describe everything with so much stuff. So I'd actually much prefer Parasite. I really like Parasite. I watched the movie. I skipped the sex scenes because they make me super uncomfortable, and I felt like it was a little unnecessary, but you know, I'm sure there was some necessariness to it, but I feel like for the most part, especially how long sex scenes are in most movies, I'm like, did you need all that, really? So I guess in that point, I'm a child. But yes, it is very cool. I really like it. The subtlety of it, the subtlety of building up everything and that at the very end, I feel like that's what's so brilliant about it, because everything is really subtle, but it builds up and it builds up and it builds up until it's that thing that happens at the end. But it's a very good movie. You know what movie actually sucks and that people have been praising for no fucking reason? That new movie by Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems. Usually you can pick up a little bit about what a movie's about. There's several movies, like psychological thrillers, where you kind of, like, even if you're just watching it in passing, you're like, oh, wow, what's happening? What's so interesting? And you, like, can kind of get a little tiny understanding, and you might have to rewatch the movie a couple times to actually understand fully everything that's happening. But with Uncut Gems, bro, I was sitting there for at least 20 minutes looking at what was happening. I couldn't understand a damn thing. And it may be because, like, it needed subtitles. I needed subtitles because there was too much happening at once. But genuinely nothing about that movie seemed very interesting. So much so that I'm gonna spoil it. Adam Sandler dies at the end. I feel like that's such a vague spoiler at this point. Whenever you hear the spoiler, you're like, oh, dies. I don't know. Something about that movie, it just seems so pretentious. Like, shut the fuck up. You're saying too much at once. Maybe it's one of those movies you have to watch through and be like, oh, I understand now. But even the visuals, the CGI at the end, I'm like, Adam Sandler, I know you're money laundering. Allegedly, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Do I want to be an actress? I think so. I feel like it'd be really fun. And then since I'm not exactly beautiful, especially not in the conventional sense, I feel like I could get some really fun and interesting roles. But I hate directors like that. I barely found out about The Shining. What was his fucking name? Stanley Kubrick, I think. He abused Shelley Duvall for the film. And after that, she was never the same. And understandably so. My god, the abuse. And the people that were complicit in his abuse. It's just, it's fucked up. But I don't know, maybe because I'm not conventionally attractive, that could ward away some of it, but who knows, because directors, filmmakers specifically, are fucking weird. It's like, get a hobby. I got a hobby. You know, my only hobby used to be art, but then I got into makeup, and, you know, I'm not perfect at it. But I'm having fun. It's a hobby. Something I do to relax. You know, these windings are fucked up, but, you know, I'm trying. I think I'm just gonna let that. I don't have any setting spray. I ran out of setting spray like a year ago, and then I never bought a new one. Even though I had money. I was busy saving it, alright? That's my excuse. But, yeah, I do not trust directors. I feel like even my good friends that I've known for years, that have known me since I was drawing little Sonic comics, I would not trust them to become a director. Because it's something about filming people that you get so caught up in your art that you hurt them. And I feel like, no, I don't want to be hurt. I don't actively seek hurt, believe it or not. Unless I'm having like an episode. But nobody seeks an episode, it just happens. So, I like to seek that hurt. Thank you very much. Is it a lot? Yep. Wonderful. That's exactly what I was going for. And now I'll change into my new dress. Here, I've had it for several years. Let's see that. And this is a transition. I forgot how it went. This'll have to do. I'm too lazy to fit into anything else, so let's make some art, don't we? Let's get my phone. Sorry, not to flex on anyone, but I do have friends. I hesitate completely to open up about them, about emotional conflicts I have, because I feel like I'm just a bother to them. No, I can't even joke about it. I hate this so much. Well, I'm gonna make a TikTok, which is basically just a mini film, as the pretentious people would say that. I'm very pretentious, so let's have that. I wanted to send this to my friends. I have several friends, actually. I have a whole support system. But I just feel like I can't lean on them. So, that's on me, you know? I just want one sound. I could give less shits if it gets copyrighted, because I make no money off this. Also, if it's Mitski. If Mitski acknowledged my existence. My goodness. I decided that filming myself, making a TikTok was too cringy, and all the aftermath afterwards. So Mitski, I'm sorry. If you can claim that 2 seconds that I played your song, that'd be fantastic. Mwah. I would never, but the in theory of it, the acting of it, the me knowing way too much about crime about it, I've not said anything that's made me liable. I'm not implying anything. I'm just having fun. I'm having fun, okay? I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun here. So the caption will be, I'll just put version 3, in which I try too hard. Again, at a different angle this time. Yes, I'm in a car that I can't drive properly because don't say that. For context, right afterwards I started watching TikTok, and it was a teenage boy crying to the song and saying, "Hey, I wish my parents accepted me," and then this was my reaction. It's crazy how I filmed the whole time and it's still out of context. Oh, he looks so tired in the other one. It's gonna make me legitimately cry. I really wish the world were different. Like the entire world. If things weren't the way they are right now, if things just weren't expected of people, you know? Like if we just understood that people have a different everything. People are different. If we just understood that in the baseline. Instead of trying to imply everyone into a mold and killing anybody, possibly, if they don't fit into that mold. I think the world would be a better place. I got a little emotional. I need to change. Not cool transition. Alcoholism, the song. It was working just a few seconds ago. Can you dripping on me till my feet are wet? No, stay home like a favorite, like a favorite. I always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure that it's true. 'Cause I think you're so good and nothing like you. Look at you go. I just adore you. I wish that what makes you think I'm so special. That hurt my toes. I'm gonna sing with Toad.
Baba Booey.
Gonna get hurt, love you, I push it down, push it down.
Change them, right?
Do not be all over. You know, despite it being the year 2020, the camera quality is still very 2008. The Olaf sticker really adds to my mental stability. Yes, I took out my contacts while I was at another house. Very cool. I had fun. Just karaokeing. Consuming some alcohol. A moderate amount. And I did not drive home, so good thing I've prepared for the worst scenario now. Except the only worst scenario I didn't prepare for was having no money because I didn't bring my wallet. Which is bad. I had no form of identification. It would be on me. Man, I'm so tired. Oh my god. Doesn't look like that's gonna come off. It looks like it's stained. Oh, or no it didn't. That's just how my eye is. I just went with my natural eye. Shit. Okay. I mean, good thing that I didn't put concealer underneath or else that would be very, very shocking. I'm the picture of mental stability. You know why? Because my little cousin complimented my hair, so said she liked how it sticked out. So if a little kid thinks I look fucking cool and epic, then that's all that matters. Everybody else's opinion can actually go fuck themselves genuinely. But that was the day. Very entertaining. I need to redo my nails. They're kind of already falling apart. Sucks, because I really like them. I have so much I need to do, and I'm not gonna do any of it. Let's try again. Let's try again.